the T side with Tech 9s?
I don't know. This is
Because they just rush you down.
This is a question without answer. There is no answer possible for this.
There's a term for that. I'm sure.
Well, something that doesn't have an answer.
Yes.
Well, we're going to see the pistol round playing out right now. So, well, we'll have to see how TSM attack the defense here of EnVyUs. They aren't playing particularly aggressive, though, are EnVyUs at the moment on their CT side. They are leaving things in the hands of TSM to begin with and playing more reactively as opposed to proactively. And so far, so good for them. They have not lost anyone. They've spotted somebody. NBK is going to get taken down to 11 points of health. That is quite annoying for EnVyUs. Shox, meanwhile, is hungry for some info. And he is going to be making his move. TSM themselves as well, they are looking to make the play happen. But they've got to get past Shox first in apartments. Here he goes. I'm pretty sure he's going to go soon. There it is, Jeffrey. No, he stops again. I think Shox may have sort of pixel there, but he's going to be behind him. Oh, he pulls out the knife. Oh no! Shox almost. Does he? I don't know. Is he going to get the kill here? I have no idea what's going on with Shox right now, but he's still alive in the apartments. He hasn't really taken any damage. That's actually kind of key right now. They're going to take the bomb site, our TSM, but there is 4 players on the push. NBK going to take down Cage and B. Shox still alive in the apartments, just chilling up there, and going to join with Happy finally. Oh, nasty shot there. All the players of EnVyUs, apart from Smiths, are really low now. But what counts is hitting those headshots. Crazy action here. TSM looking good to hold this down. It's just Happy now. He's got 3 HP, and TSM will eliminate him. Madness.
So close. It's so frustrating when you're about to knife someone and they turn like the 3 degrees. That changes it from an instant kill to no, screw you.
The horrible thing about that is that
I was behind your skin.
That kill is really important as well, because of course, if he gets that kill, he can actually push forwards and be closer to actually hurting their ability to plant the bomb and help his teammates out. But then he didn't get it, and then he was stuck. He couldn't move because he was too afraid to die. So
you can't criticize him for it, though.
You can criticize everyone for everything, James.
I will. Okay, Dan. Let's just leave that there then.
We've got 3 players here on EnVyUs' side. Actually, 4 players make that for EnVyUs on the B stack for their CT force buy. So let's see what they can get with this. They go in and they get mowed down, unfortunately for them, but they are still holding it because there is the stack still there. 2 players remain, but the bomb is going to find its way onto A regardless.
I'm going to kill your CT stack. Ain't going to get your CTs back.
Nice.
Thank you.
Shout outs to Tempter T. No one will know that reference.
I bet
one,
they will.
James.
You'd be surprised.
No one will know.
Somebody tweeted me yesterday. I forget the situation, but they said X got parred by Y.
Wow.
I was like, wow.
Wow,
that was
amazing.
impressive. That was impressive.
But for
those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, which is 90%, we're talking about grime and London slang. So please apologise us. Normal service will resume shortly. Did I say apologise us? Forgive us.
Move on. Move on. Do not pay attention to it. Okay, so we got TSM.
It's like a dance party on B for Envy.
They're just having some fun.
Someone's playing Darude Sandstorm and just having a party on B. But the party's over, Dan. Party's finished, because now there are bullets. It's like being at Fridge Club in Brixton. No, I'm never going to do that now. Never going to Brixton ever again. Okay, so we got just 3 players there for EnVyUs. They are creeping around the map, actually, trying to see what damage they can do. Shox, of course, picked up an imp, but he's going to get eliminated. So just Smith now, and he is likely to be eliminated any moment now as well, as he should be looking for frags to try to do some damage. And he's going to hear the steps, but Device knows where he is. So why did they remove the boiler from boiler? They put a boiler in boiler, right? Then they removed the boiler, and then that's it. Now there's no boiler. They put it
because Valve troll us. You know what, the boiler's gonna be full of like Tech 9s one day.
It was there for like 2 weeks.
That'd be actually really funny if they just filled it up with Tech 9s. Just because people complain about Tech 9s, they're gonna fill the boiler room with Tech 9s.
Added Tech 9s to the boiler.
The boiler would just be one really oversized novelty-sized Tech 9. Okay, so we've got the AKs moving up very fast. Look at the pace here on TSM. That's really quick into middle. And yet to be a frag. Oh, Shox close. Oh, in the face! Zipnix goes down, and we have TSM still looking to get the entries onto the site, but it's looking laboured at this point. Dupree is down to 22 points of health. And still quite a few grenades here on EnVyUs' side, but the frags are starting to come as they go for the face, the jewels, the peaks. It's just Scream, MBK, and Smith left. We have the rotation in though. TSM, how do they capitalize on this 3-on-3?
All the players for both teams are over towards the B bomb site. Scream just holding things down in the pits. And they're faking the rotation. Going second mid are the Ts. And is Scream going to go there as well? Is he going to commit? I think he's just going to put himself in a better position to rotate as opposed to being in the quad area. And it looks like TSM might come out of boiler at least. Device. And that could give Scream the clue he needs to bring NBK back onto the A site, but he's not rotating just yet. But now he'll hear that flash. It should be an instant rotation from NBK. So 2 versus 1 situation. Carrigan has an AK and the molly. There goes the molly.
So Carrigan just playing to maybe hear something, but EnVyUs, they're doing the smart thing. They're playing together, looking for the trade. Carrigan trying to split it up to one-on-ones. He's going to do exactly that. He is super low, but Scream is even lower. 2 HP for him. Going to be charging into the position, spraying around the corner, gets the frag onto Carrigan.
No kit.
Oh, does he have time? Oh, he doesn't have time.
He will even make it far enough away. The explosion on his phone is quite a big one.
Oh.
He does not survive. Look how far away from the bomb site he was, but still takes the damage.
Poor Scream.
So, that is an important round lost by Envy. They will find themselves on the eco once more. But, again, Envy are a team who are extremely dangerous on the T side of Inferno. They are better at exploiting the pistol meta on this map than maybe any other team at the moment. So, TSM will need a lot of T rounds in the bag if they are to weather the potential storm of Envy in the second half.
I thought they'll pop flash movement there to get a peek for Smith onto middle, but in reality, all it's going to get is Smith losing his head to the AK of Carrigan. Shocks in with the mag, though. Going to be racking up the monies. There is $800 for him, as we are going to see Carrigan ready to re-peek onto the quad angles. Finds the spray down on Scream. Here's Shocks, takes him down, alleviates that pressure from his teammates who were trying to make their way up apartments as well. Happy and MBK left alive. And they might as well try to do what they can. Device, though, he's ready to take the frags and pad his score just a little bit more. MBK, he's patient. He's a patient man. Is he still a bearded man as well? I don't know.
I couldn't tell you, Dan. So, how about that window, hey? It's green.
It is somehow unbroken.
It's got a nice little tray, maybe for a you know, you could put some plants on that little windowsill. But
I would expect it to be more war-torn than it currently is. It's factory new window. Window is factory new.
No, it looks field tested to me.
Either way, MBK's going to keep himself alive.
You know what I like about windows in France is that they practically all have shutters on them on the outside, like roller shutters. Very secure. If security is important to you, Dan. It's important to me. Shocks on the AWP. Where is he going to take it on the CT side? He could have a peek into mid. Will he be greeted by any terrors? He'll be greeted by a flashbang and will not find... Ooh, you get Device in the leg, actually. Device going for a cheeky re-peek. In fact, he is baiting the bear multiple times. Is he running distraction? Dupree, I think, might be in a position to try and go for a quick boiler frag. He's come out of the apps, but there we go. Carrigan going to get taken out, but Dupree, in fact, will get the trade. So Device was baiting Shokti, keeping his attention while TSM pushed up to take him out.
And there's lots of time left in this round as well. And again, EnVyUs, they need to win this for France. This is for France, the nation of France, to have a representative, an ambassador.
Don't forget Belgium and Switzerland as well. French-speaking territories, you might say.
True.
Might be more diplomatic, Dan. Don't want to piss off
the diplomats. Shut up, Jace. You ruined it. You ruined it. It's gonna make it sound cool, but now your interjections have spoiled everything. But TSM are ready at the moment to actually make their push. They've got their lurker towards boiler to cut off rotations, to delay the rotating players from A, and they've got the 3-on-2 situation going into the B-bomb side with all the grenades. Now,
How much damage are they going to pull off here? The counter grenades already coming in from EnVyUs. They have smoked it off, but already actually had a rotation there from Happy. They weren't actually sure that it was going to be a B play. They thought it was going to be a fake, but Happy now more the wiser, and he was not able, due to rotating, to actually stop the bomb from going down. But with that quick frag, he would delay it just a little bit longer. But Smith and Scream, they're so far away that they don't even want any part of this, and the money for them, I mean, they've lost 5 in a row, but the thing is that Smith is carrying an AWP, so this will allow them to have a good buy-in in the following round by saving now.
So 6 rounds in a row lost for Envy. They have a big fat 0 on the board. We said TSM had to build a good score, and so far it is flawless. Speaking of economy, they will survive with 3 players alive themselves. So
flawless.
No complaints.
Victory. Fight.
Anything else you want to throw in there?
No.
Okay.
The Mortal Kombat theme is so good, James. You reminded me of it.
What I like is from the previous game, the Liu Kang theme by Congo Rock. It's very aggressive and it's awesome. You can find it on YouTube, but only after the game. 6-0. Favor of TSM. Lots of money in the bank for them. Even if they start to lose rounds, they will be able to buy a few times at the very least. Smith's now looking for the pick into middle, and he's going to find the dome of Device. He got away with it against Shox, but Smith is coming in to show who's boss.
Yeah, that was really nice. Karrigan has an AWP as well, so TSM still going to be looking for some of these picks early on into the round. But EnVyUs, they are playing incredibly passively off the back of that early round advantage created by Smith. And it'd be really cool if Smith was on that boiler angle at the moment, because we are having some players in apartments here, and Shox is actually really close, so perhaps he can stop them from crossing. Usually that smoke goes down, you get the free information pretty safely, but Shox goes for the peek instead, gets the kill. The trade coming in from Dupree, and they want to go fast with this. Straight up quad, straight up apartments, fast frags flying in here for TSM. EnVyUs in trouble. Happy and MBK, the B players, need to make the retake happen, and Happy just has to wait. He's got to wait for MBK to get into position before the retake can even commence.
Scream had a sitter to find there. He saw the end of Karrigan's AWP before he went, but before he came out around the corner, but sometimes you miss.
They're holding for the exits, it would seem. Same position as they were in the previous round as well, where TSM just keep racking up these T rounds, and they just can't even go for the retake. And the thing is that they could put in some terrible buys. They could try and put in some terrible buys, but they're really respecting TSM's ability here with all the time in the world to set up post-plant, that they're just going to just chill.
Dan, the number 2 ranked team on the planet in any country are 7-0 down on Inferno. They are headed towards, if not guaranteed already, they're going to have to fight to stay in the Faceit League, Dan.
The funny thing is that this happened to NIP last time. Do you remember? NIP were like almost at the bottom of the table. And this time it's happening to EnVyUs.
But the thing is, I feel like we may always have a surprise due to the nature of the Faceit League.
Yeah.
Just feel it's just hard body, man. It's hard body all day, every week.
It's pretty bad news for the teams that actually qualify for our weekend qualifiers. They're going to be playing EnVyUs.
Yeah, it's good and bad because it'll be a good experience, but they're probably going to be sent into oblivion.
We shall see. Time will tell, and apartments will be taken by TSM in this round. Again, slow map control plays from TSM to get themselves some early options into the map, as EnVyUs also have a very default setup going on. Scream watching over quad with that FAMAS, and we have Smith on the M4 towards Arch side, and Shox very far back on A. Happy and MBK on the B side, just holding the ground. Again, reactive play. They want TSM to force the issue into them. And so far, they've actually not used many of their nades. EnVyUs have held to their nades very well so far. Oh, great nade in. Oh, Scream could get the double spray down, but only gets one. Smith coming around to get the punish, but they have disappeared from quad side. He will spot Zipnix, who does go for that last second peek and get the frag. But now they must surely know that it's a double back, or at least they'll strongly be able to predict this. And with such little time left, that nade from Happy could just completely end it here if it's good, if it's spot on. It doesn't actually get them with it though, and they're going to charge through regardless. Happy in pull, they don't know where he is, MBK, they're focused on him right now, but the smoke is
carpeting the bomb site. The bomb is down. Cajun B, he needs to try to die after time right now, but time is gone and he's in the middle of 3 players. Oh no, Cajun B. He could have tried to run there, but he just didn't know how to survive in that spot.
Yeah, Dan was trying to say that he needed to dive before the time was up.
Sorry.
If he gets killed before time's up, then he gets a run loss bonus. If he dies after the clock is done, he gets 0, he gets zilch, gets kicked out, no claim on a gyro. So, EnVy finally get around on the board, but can they get any momentum here? Can they bring this back to 8-7? It's entirely possible, it's plausible, but is it doable? We'll find out.
Nice pop flash there for MBK. We've seen it time and time again. And this time it's going to result in a 2-kill situation. EnVy has taken an early lead, showing TSM that they are well and truly in this game. dupreeh, though, able to slowly begin to even things up, taking a frag onto Smiths, and 3 against 4. It's definitely a difficult situation. TSM, previously in a round like this, they left a player on boiler for the lurk and then went for the B push. And that is very viable, but it looks like they are going to use the time they have in the round, see if dupreeh can open something up with this AWP, as Carrigan is going to throw that Molotov there to cover out the corner spot. And Happy is looking for a committed play here. He needs to get the frags. Oh, there it is. Peeks just at the right time, gets the quick kill into Carrigan, not the follow-up though, as Xyp9x trades onto him. 2-on-3 now. 2 players towards the A site still for EnVyUs. It is going to be hard with 30 seconds left for TSM to pull this one off.
Even harder as Shox takes down dupreeh. Xyp9x versus rest of the world. 20 seconds on the clock. It's just a case of doing economical damage now, I think, because it's going to be very unlikely for him to make it anywhere near the bomb site. Well, 10 seconds left. Still think the plant is impossible. 5, 4. It's too late for him to get the bomb down.
Very close. Yes, he got it actually.
Wow.
He got it literally on 3.5 seconds. That's when he started the plant. That's very nice there.
That's as close as the bomb plant comes.
Exactly. Did you see how, by the way, that the chickens have no survival instincts whatsoever?
I wasn't watching the chickens during that sequence, I must say.
There was a Molotov down in the corner spot, and the chicken just ran into it.
Actually, I did see that.
Ran into it. I was gobsmacked.
Well,
how they survived this long. Anyway, we are going to have 7-2 now. EnVy is picking up another round, and the bank is quickly diminishing now for TSM. Ooh, that's nasty there. Smith goes down on that aggressive peak, but we have aggressive peaks from Happy as well, taking control of Banana. Xyp9x down to 6 HP as well. Now this is looking rough for TSM. Very rough indeed.
EnVy win 1 round and then just take all the momentum. The aggression, the pop flashes, crushing TSM, considerably limiting their options. They really need the numbers to push these sites. With only 2.1 players, Xyp9x on less than 10 HP. Either site is not going to be easy. Happy quite tagged, but there are no grenades left on the TSM side. They're going to have to push and use flesh and cold steel to take one of these sites. Almost gets a peek onto NBK over the smoke. He's Happy as well. Happy getting tagged again, down to 1 HP, but he's still alive and very dangerous indeed.
Ooh, the molly's going to go in. That's going to force dupreeh to commit. Takes the frag there, but 1 HP still on Happy at the back of the site. This is very doable now suddenly for TSM, but it's going to be rough because Xyp9x and Device are equally low, and Happy is lying in wait, and he will not get the frag, so he's cleaned out finally. But in comes Scream and Shox now. It is their time to shine. As Shox wraps around construction, looking for the angles. Finds himself 1. Xyp9x goes down. 2-on-2. That bomb taken away. Kit on both players here for EnVyUs. As Shox checks all the positions. Going to spot 1. Oh! Both of them go down. They have each other's back. And TSM, they somehow clutched that. dupreeh with 4 kills. Someone give that man a high five.
Gold star, Dan. Gold star.
A gold star and a high five. And a pat on the back.
Imagine that. Gold star, put it in his hand, give him a high five in the other hand. What a celebration. TSM extends to 6-round lead again. EnVy, look at the buy. Wow, that's jumbo sale. That's not even jumbo sale, Dan. That's when the back of your car is open on the motorway and things are just falling out. They're being picked up by the EnVy players and they're using it to the best that they can in this 11th round, Dan.
Okay, so we do have
it's motorway debris.
indeed a a particularly strained buy there from EnVyUs, but perhaps they can make it work nonetheless. We know that MBK is really good at making these weird buys work on B, but we've got 4 players towards A at the moment, one kind of floating a CT in around Speedway, now in Arch. So MBK is going to get a smoke to help him out, to delay them ever longer, and to make this play, this gamble towards A work out a little bit better for them. And indeed, TSM are going to be pushing that, at least middle.
I think that's the NIP smoke that exists throws from the corner of the railings that Happy was just facing.
Resmoke there from MBK. Very late resmoke. That's very good for EnVyUs. They might just be able to pull this one off. It's all going to be down to Smith if he can get some good kills going here for his team. Oh, he's going to spot the pixel. I think they had a step there. They're going to try to wide peek onto his angle. He gave up the ghost with that step, and now it's going to be a 5-on-4. Big advantage here for TSM as they march into the site, taking lives away from these EnVyUs players. TSM with all the kills.
What a save by Dupree.
This is pretty rough for EnVyUs. They have been broken.
That arch march from TSM was crazy. They got so close to the complete surprise of Envy. Envy, one player peeking and finding himself amongst a gathering of terrorists.
How many rounds have they lost in a row now? Is it 2 already?
I think 2, yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to be on 2,400 now on their money loss bonus, and that will allow them a buy, but not a buy with all the nades they need. So TSM really putting them in a terrible position, to be honest, because their next defense, they will have to get a little bit aggressive. They will have to, I mean, they can play hyper passively, but if TSM play a slow round, the lack of grenades will hurt. And that grenade hurt as well. But there's a nice flash there. Shox has an opportunity now with the P250, using that pillar. Excellent cover, but doesn't take the frag, but it will go to Scream in the end. And he's got somehow tagged down to 15 HP. Must have been dink long range, but 4 against 3 now, and things looking quite interesting here for EnVyUs. Happy tapping them down. He's got 2 quick kills there with the P250. 1 more lined up. Oh, Happy, in-game leader.
Telling you, man.
Pretty nice.
No one is happy. No one is ready for Happy. He is
an
anomaly.
By example, James.
I told you, he is, as a human being, Dan, he should be illegal. Said it before, I'll say it again. He makes no sense. He breaks all the rules and everything.
He just leads by example. That's what he does. He's like, guys, this is what you got to do.
This is how you roll.
This is what you got to do.
This is how you top flag and flance.
Okay.
I can't do. Despite speaking a little French, I can't do a good French accent.
Go back to drawing board.
I can't do a good French-English accent.
You need to go back and practice that. Not Florent here yet.
C'est parti. Still 6 rounds between these 2 players. These 2 teams, excuse me. 3 rounds remaining.
Okay.
Buy coming out for Envy once again.
Okay, we've got quite a passive play from EnVyUs. They are allowing TSM to come to them, and TSM look like they want blood. They're wrapping around Archway. They're already around onto the bomb site. This is kind of nuts how fast they've taken this round, and Scream is there, able to get the quick frags. Great counter flashes coming in from EnVyUs, but Happy's got a great engagement as well. This is looking good now for the French side as they make that retake happen. MBK with the last couple kills, and TSM, nice pace from them. They got fast around onto the bomb site, but EnVyUs with the perfect flashes to give them the edges they needed.
EnVyUs, if they make it to 9-6, then we have a game on our hands. But they need to make it to 9-6. TSM, you can see the buys becoming limited. Cajun B, only the Tech 9 to offer for the second last round. Important round for both teams. So we've got Shoxy going aggressive in the apps once again. He's going to have 2 people to contend with, but he's going to go down straight away to the AK of Zipnix. Envy losing players really fast here. NBK going down as well. They've still got control of both sites, but 3 people, 2 sites, 1 minute 15 on the clock for TSM. They have all day to do this. You can see they're throwing the smoke from second mid onto the truck area, just creating doubts. Smiths asking questions. Questions being answered by Kalashnikov. 5 versus 2.
Scream in. He's done some big things for EnVyUs earlier on Overpass. They demand much from him here as well as he goes in. And the bomb is looking like it's going to go towards the A-bomb side as well. So he's got nowhere to turn to. No teammates to help him out. Scream is alone in the dark at the moment because he still doesn't know where the bomb is going. And the duel will be won by Zipnix. Great round there from Zipnix, actually 3 kill on him. And that's going to be 10-4 now as TSM have a very dominant T side. But EnVyUs, again, also a team that are fantastic at their T rounds. It really depends on how the economy game plays out early on in the match, in the half rather, as we are going to now go into the last round. And we do have the charity buy again. They've been down to Oxfam, picked up what they can. And now it's...
They've got clothes with holes in it, Dan. It's been eaten by moths. But it's all they can muster.
And we got a very passive round from TSM to kind of reflect that kind of a buy. The fact that they know that EnVyUs have to go and do something crazy to get the edge. And Sox was trying crazy things, but he has been put away by Zipnix. Being put in the closet in the apartments there. Not to take further part in this round. Dupree shutting down Smiths as well. TSM closing in on what could be a decisive first half on Inferno here in this very important match for them. And for Titan, as Titan need EnVyUs to win this matchup if they want to make their way through to the Faceit LAN.
So, if Envy lose this pistol, they are surely done for. I'll say that much.
Well, you'd expect so, but you never know what will happen on the force buy on the follow-up round. And then if they win that force buy, then they actually have a better position than if they won the pistol round. So that's the kind of dynamic that you can. It's hard to count it out. So
what I meant was the pistol in the following 2 rounds.
It's important. That's what you're trying to say.
Maybe I should have said that.
Okay. Well, we have an early pick from Cajun-B right down middle. Oh, Device defending Cajun-B as well. Shox wanted to get up close. They have lost 2 members already. EnVyUs only back in the action with a frag from Smith, but Titan have to be sweating bullets right now because EnVyUs, they're looking to be in a dark place. Cajun-B thrusting them further into the depths of despair. Nice stuff here from Scream, making his way up Archway. Finds one more player. Carrigan spotted on Arch. And he's this frag. Oh, nasty damage there. 1 HP left for Scream. 2-on-2 all of a sudden. And this suddenly turned into a round that could very well go the way of EnVyUs. Happy finds himself. Zipnix, can he win the frag? He will. And that's going to be an open B bomb site. And Scream has made it through with 1 HP. Cajun-B, he's got to get the quad kill to actually save this round for TSM. Now, in he comes. EnVyUs with plenty of time for that post-plant setup. And Cajun-B surely is trying to work this one out. What answers can he come up with?
2 kills so far. No kits. That clock is not his friend. Scream just trolling with 1 HP. He has fallen, but where is Happy? We're talking 10-second defuse. Happy, there is almost no way you can lose this. The time is up already. It's too late for Cajun-B. He's just looking for a frag, bit of extra money, but Happy is nowhere to be found.
Happy wants the frag as well. But he is going to set off a dying to the bomb. And what a save. Scream again, very instrumental in that round for EnVyUs to keep them in its... But the force buy needs to be weathered by EnVyUs. They must find a way to actually defeat this. Can be very scary, especially on a map like this, but they do have 3 SMGs. So that's going to allow them to breach the many choke points on this map quite rapidly, and that helps T-side so much on rounds like this.
Okay, so Envy trying to take some map control at the moment. We've got presence from TSM in the apps, but Shoxy's going to take the first one down. Trade coming in from Cajun-B at 5-7, going straight into his face through those little blocks of MDF. 2 people on B. Ooh, more frags coming in. This is not going in favor of Envy. TSM 3 versus 3 now. And they've got a crossfire towards B once that smoke dissipates. Got Device coming through construction, but NBK will be waiting for him. Now things starting to go back in favor of Envy. Happy finishing off Cajun-B in mid. Envy surviving with 3 players after an early scare. Yeah. How long can this train continue, though, once the buy comes from the CTs?
We'll have to see. We will have to see. Okay, so the full save coming in from TSM. Well, a P250, A57. but beyond that, it is the full save. So not much to really expect from them. And EnVyUs just need to make sure that they don't take any damage here to keep their economy as tip-top as they possibly can. And then they go together now. We're going to see that arch take going quite flawlessly, but Dupree actually, he's going to make things a little bit more difficult. Takes down Smiths. Will they get anyone else? It's Zipnik's left over. He's could actually find Shocks potentially. Picks up the Mac 10. Now things could get interesting again. I mean, actually, if he gets any kills with that, there's a lot of cash in the bank for him, 600 per kill, as well as also hurting the economy of EnVyUs. So there it is, spot screen, but he won't get the frag. EnVyUs will survive without losing more than one member in that round, and they climb closer and closer to TSM, 4 rounds away.
Okay, so this is crunch time for TSM. They need to re-extend their leads. They need to crush Envy convincingly. Otherwise, things will definitely be in scary territory. Even with a 4-round deficit, it's hard to bet against Envy when they're on the T side of Inferno. We've seen what they can do to other teams. The only team of note I can remember stopping them recently on their push is Na'Vi. But can TSM do the same? Trey's coming in top mid at the moment. The rotation from TSM, leaving one player over towards the B bomb site. Can they stop this push from Scream and Happy through apps? KGB taking down Shocks to begin with, but Happy getting the flank. Got a member on quad already on the site, but he'll be stopped by Device. Trey's coming in now. Maybe the bomb can go down. Karrigan finding one player, 2 versus 1. Now Scream 4 HP. Karrigan running out of bullets, just trying to spray him down, but to no avail. Scream should get the plant on the site, but he's up against 2 players with not much to work with.
Yeah, you can really see Karrigan's instincts kicking in there. Nice spray there by Karrigan. But yeah, you can see Karrigan's instincts kicking in there because he could have taken that one-on-one a bit more committed, but you could tell from his movement that he didn't want to commit to a one-on-one there because he knew that if he did that and lost it, that he would put TSM in a situation where Zipnix would have to one-on-one against a Scream that could be anywhere. So instead he's like, okay, I'm just going to fall back and then play with my teammate, let them plant. So it was very smart of him to like have that focus at the beginning of that fight, because he could very well have got the frag. Of course, Scream was quite low, but he didn't want to risk it. So I just wanted to throw props to Karrigan for trying to make the smart play.
Risk it for a biscuit.
There's no biscuits worth missing a chance at land.
Fair enough, Dan. That's a very good observation. You're a smart man. Triple nades coming in towards the B bomb site. Looks like this could be a charge from Envy, or maybe they're just trying to bait the grenades. If they had killed someone there, I think they would have charged straight onto the site. But lack of fatalities. Oh, and that's not gone well for Smith. That has not gone well at all. I think he's trying to throw a smoke down for the quad area. Instead, he smoked bottom mid. No one dead for either team yet. Shocks quite tagged. Dupree also. Oh, and they're going to do a little bit of damage on the T side. Again, they are up against it. Shocks throwing a smoke, sorry, a flash over the roof there, which may flash somebody who's in the piss area. Smith finally getting the opening onto Device in the arch area, and it looks like we're going to have a wrap towards B. And Karrigan may be aware of this as we see some aggression on Banana, but the wrap is still on. And Envy just waiting for rotation in CT spawn. No rotation yet though. Dupree, KGB stuck on A at the moment. Karrigan with nobody to help him, as he has 2-man pressure from the French side.
Oh, nice shot there from Scream. Dupree and KGB going to go with the save there. Way too far away to really make anything happen here. So it's very unfortunate for them, but that is the reality of the situation. And TSM going to find themselves... actually, let's just check the money at the moment, because they just won a round. Yeah, so they're going to be money screwed after this. They really need to keep the 2 guys alive. To have a chance at maybe even winning the round next time. You never know what they could do with a quick aggression or a stack or something. But yeah, they don't have any cash to play with, so it is hard times for them.
Once again, guys, we have people fighting for their place at the Faceit LAN finals, and you could be there too. If you go to faceit.com in your respective region, look at the upcoming tournaments. Is it tournaments? No, it's the promo days above the tournaments, and you will see there will be a day to win a ticket and flights, everything, to the Faceit LAN finals. For Europe, it's Saturday. For Oceania, it's Saturday. For North America, it is Friday. So log on to Faceit.com and you will find all the relevant information there. 8-12, 4-round lead for TSM. They have the very, well, they don't have a bye, they have a save from the previous round, 2 players, and the rest of them are trying to MacGyver their way through this. A stick, a bit of an elastic band, not much else going on. Zibnik's the first to fall. Dupree and KGB are the only ones with proper weaponry in this round, one of which is on B, one of which is in CT spawn. So this is pretty much the end of the round already.
Yeah, they did the smart thing, the safe play to keep the weapons alive. And the best thing about that as well is because they already have gear, in the following round, they can both drop their M4s and allow their teammates to also be able to afford a good chunk of grenades. So that's a nice little trade-off there. So again, being able to save these weapons, for a couple rounds like this is super strong. And you can see how EnVyUs know that's quite strong, so they're trying to hunt them down at the moment. They've started to rack up some cash. They can afford to gamble away some losses here just to try to kill the riflers. Shock's getting quite low there, actually, dealing with the pistoling player, and almost getting taken down there by the grenade. Not gonna happen, and Dupree will survive. So TSM now able to get the buy going, thanks to Cajun B and Dupree saving their rifles for so long. And again, you can see how laboured the buy is, and how much difference it would have been made had those 2 rifles not survived. But there is the running throw of the smoke there from Dupree for B, the bottom of B, banana. That is, there it is.
Yeah, that's quite the late smoke on banana. We've seen it before this week. So it does the job on this occasion. 2 people down. We've got a bowling ball going through the middle of mid, and that's 3 down. Envy getting completely wrecked in this round. Happy giving his position away there, trying to get a frag towards Arch, and that is a super clean round for TSM. After having to try and save 2 rifles for 2 rounds in a row, they get a very nice round indeed.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me, that frag there, that spray, it reminds me of any of those situations where you Hellion drop in StarCraft, and all the drones, they line them up, and burn them down.
Happy running with the AWP now. See, okay, so we're going to have to boost over the smoke. Let's see if this gives them the opening they need. TSM should know the angles they want to avoid. Oh, is Karrigan going to get a bit greedy here? Is he going to peek on the wrong side of the car? Just holding his position for now. Looks like he knows what might be up here. Happy, I don't think, has revealed the AWP just yet. But it may be a matter of time until he does. So we've got passive positions safe for that banana play. TSM looking to close this match out now with that aggressive play on banana. Nice flash there. Only going to get 1, but he is going to take down the player who didn't get flashed, Dupree. That said, frag's going the way of EnVyUs at the moment. Shox is just too good here, coming out of the apartments, but Dupree will finally get the trade. Now TSM have a man disadvantage. But Karrigan, how much can he do through the smoke here?
Oh, Karrigan getting both players. MBK down to 21 points of health. Karrigan has given Dupree a hope, a chance, a prayer into this round as that bomb goes down, and we have a 1-on-1 critical round for EnVyUs to win. TSM so close, and indeed they'll get themselves 1 away from match point as Dupree picks up the kill, but Karrigan, he waited, and he timed it perfectly. He went through the smoke at the key moment. He almost got the triple. He almost got MBK as well.
The irony is it's a very Happy-esque play.
Yeah, it is.
And was done against Envy. But there we go. TSM move within 2 rounds of handing Envy another loss in the Faceit League.
EnVyUs have a lot of cash, though, to play with, so they're going to get a full buy at the very least, which is good. But what is Device going to do? He's going to go for a quick peek, it would seem, on down to middle. But they are pushing second mid with the entire lineup, actually, at the moment. No one towards banana at all. There's 3 players here for TSM around banana. If they're fast on the A take or the A push, they can beat this window of timing where that third player is not towards Arch. But it looks like they are a little bit too slow, and he will get there just in time.
Can he get through library before the smoke goes down? I don't think he can. Dupree stuck in the library at the moment, going for the spray down, getting a bit of a tag, but he doesn't even know if he's hitting someone or not. So that's going to be a free Arch. The smokes are in time after all. Cajun B in the middle of the site. Trades coming in. Device suddenly popping out now from library. We've got a player waiting for the flank. That's Happy. More trades left and right, left and right. We've got 1-man advantage for the CTs now. Device with the AWP, going to get an important frag there. Happy last one standing. That could have gone horribly for TSM, but it managed to hold on and bring themselves to match points.
Yeah, all the clutch plays, all the clutch shots from TSM. 15-9 now. They are putting themselves in a good chance to qualify for the league.
Indeed.
They're going to be able to potentially do that, pending some of the remaining matches, if they're able to win this one. And EnVyUs...
Look at this buy.
For France, they did it. But they couldn't do it.
They tried.
For France, they tried.
Well, it's not over yet, though. It's EnVyUs with Tech 9s. It's never over until all the Tech 9s are dead.
That is very true.
Never mind the CZ.
We need all the Tech 9s hit the floor. Okay, so we are going to see just MBK holding down close here. Now, TSM, if they get aggressive, that is incredibly dangerous to have MBK there. And he's even jumping. You can see there's a tiny gap from just spot over. That's a nice little flash there. But yeah, that tiny spot he's doing will give him a little bit of a clue as to when the players will arrive in his position. But he does get caught off by Xyp9x. Great setup there from Xyp9x and Device. And EnVyUs are now down to 3 players. Make that 2 players. Xyp9x still holding the ground. The bomb is down towards sandbags. And EnVyUs are in trouble.
Only 2 remaining. Such pressure coming out from the CTs. Xyp9x goes down, but he was low anyway, so the 3 high health players still alive here for the CTs. 1 towards A, 2 towards B. Will EnVy continue to try and force their way into the B bomb site, where the CTs are prepared and waiting. Going back towards mid now. We'll see if CajunB gets a sound cue. He's going to see him jump into the smoke and find a frag. Rotating to the site now is CajunB. It's Cajun versus Scream. Scream again in a situation where he has to clutch this for Envy. But it's not going to go down. CajunB gets a very important